Coach, your thoughts?
Questions?
Questions?
Been a long day.
Over here on the left, Gabe.
If you could take us through, Kevin, what you saw from Trevor Knight out there today.
Well, I saw that he got more snaps than we wanted him to get because Jake came over today and had flu-like symptoms, so was under the weather, throwing up, but he still went ahead and won a couple series, but and I thought both of them when they were in there were pretty good. I think saw Trevor today operate from the pocket, but also he was able to extend some plays with his legs and move around a little bit, which helps our protection, particularly when it's the two ends we got rushing. So, and when he moved around, he was pretty accurate when he did it. And so, I think I thought he got a lot of snaps. I don't know how many. Just walking off the field, I think we had 90 some. What? Yeah, total plays for the game. So there's a lot of snaps. A lot of guys got a lot of turns. But I thought the quarterbacks were pretty efficient today.
Raise your hand. Bring the mic around to you. Go to the back, Sam.
Kevin, how was the offensive tempo compared to where you would like it to be?
I would say that since Coach Mazzoni was not calling the plays today, it was a little bit different. There's a shocker for you guys. Our offensive staff were calling plays today, so the tempo was not at the point that we want it to be. But we were able to change speeds 2 or 3 times a day. And I think that's when we're going to be most effective, is being able to dictate the speed of the game and not just go fast, but be able to change those speeds. And I saw that happen today a number of times, particularly with the first group. The second group is a little bit different, and the tempo changes because of the substitution rule. So if you're going to be that tempo of a team, I think people they do understand that you have to leave that personnel group on the field. Otherwise, when you substitute, the defense has the opportunity to match. So with us being more multiple, with more surfaces, whether it's a tight end on or off the ball or 2 backs, the substitution factor in tempo becomes part of it. Because if we're gonna be multiple and substitute and change personnel groupings, the defense has an opportunity to match, which slows down the tempo. When you're a 4-wide team and that's basically all you are, then or a certain deal, then you don't have to change personnel. Then your tempo can go as fast as you want to go. So, we're in between right now.
And what was the reason for the setup today offensively?
What do you mean?
In terms of Noel not calling plays?
Well, we've done that before. So, we split it up, give our offensive staff an opportunity to, which is not different than a whole lot of places, to have different coaches split up on offense. Since you've got a line coach, receiver coach, running back coach, some GAs, and kind of formulate teams since we're 1s and 2s and switch through that. So you get an opportunity as a coach to kind of have a feel for guys and play calling. I think it gives coaches an opportunity to have an appreciation for just what 30-some seconds is like and being able to see the ball. I think everybody needs to be able to do that every now and then, that it's to change personnel groupings in less than 40 seconds and get 11 guys on and off the field and get the play called and communicated, time after time after time, and I think it gives you it gives everybody a better understanding of the offense and what's happening instead of just watching your own guys.
So he'll call plays September 3rd.
Yeah, of course he will. Has been the whole time. There's a lot of things going on in the spring game that aren't normal.
Go back right, Kate.
Kevin, are you sticking with your traditional timeline in terms of naming a quarterback starter,
I don't
or
know.
can you name Trevor your starter now?
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Haven't thought about it since I walked off the field. So I'll give it some thought. We had to watch the video. I had a bad angle standing behind there the whole time. I had the worst seat in the house. So we'll see.
Go in front here to Olin, right up front.
Kevin, over the course of spring practice, did either one of the quarterbacks do enough to gain an edge?
No, I said we'll evaluate where they are, and we'll have our own timeline for that.
Left side, Cease.
Kevin, on Friday night scrimmage and today, when you look at the first few series, when the ones go against the ones, it seemed like your defense got a little bit better of it. Is that because you feel the defense has taken that much step forward in 2 years under Chavis, or just what's your assessment when you look at that?
I think there's without a doubt, we've got more experienced players on defense, and you've got probably a number of NFL players right there on defense, half the defense, so that have played. And that's without Donovan Wilson even being out there playing nickel. So, when you put our two ends out there, you put, our tackles, who you can say what you want. As a freshman, Kingsley Keke and Dalen Mack played a lot of football last year, and so did Zakoven Henderson. 300-pound guys in there. Our two safeties are experienced. You saw them tackle today. It's a big difference in the perimeter with those two guys, and then when some other guys go out there and try to tackle our guys. But you add Donovan to that mix, and that's those guys have played a lot of snaps and are veteran players, and they've seen a lot of football. I think just looking at it today, the second level, we look different with Sean Washington at 240. He looks pretty good with Sean and Atero Alaka. We've got to get something out of get George has got to keep getting better, but Alaka being back and Sean Washington at 240 in there give us the opportunity, because we play so much nickel with Donovan Wilson, because he gives us the opportunity to be an in-box player, to be able to cover slots, to be able to do some things that, and he's been effective doing it. And he's a playmaker doing that. So it's hard to take him off the field for another linebacker when he's as productive as he is. Coming off that shoulder surgery, he's really had the spring off, but looks great. He's 205 right now, so he's getting stronger, and I just more experience over there.
Time for a couple more. Here in front, Brent.
You said some different things happened during spring games. Was that Boone's audition for punter there in the end zone? What happened there?
No. These guys have fun. I was the one thing I am happy about is with the spring game, it was what we have called the 12th man kickoff and kickoff return team. I don't know if anybody noticed that. So, 3 years ago when we had it, what we've done is we've created an all walk-on kickoff and kickoff return team. And those two kickoffs are live, and we evaluate them. 3 years ago, that's where we evaluated Sam Miller. And so those guys, went on to Sam Miller, went on to hold the record as a 12th man and earn a scholarship. And I believe, I can't remember his name, was the returner, one of the returners earned a scholarship off of that too. So we met with those guys beforehand, and they saw some real collisions out there in that opening kickoff. Those guys take that seriously, and I think it's a heck of a deal for fans, and a heck of a deal for those guys, and they take it serious. So we haven't been able to do it, but we were able to do it today on the opening kickoff and the opening kickoff of the second half. I'm anxious to watch that video. Looked like Gillespie early made that first tackle.
Sam, you want to wrap
Who's
this
had
up?
a great spring too, by the way.
Kind of off topic, but you had mentioned that you guys were ready to go if the satellite camp thing had been passed. Obviously, it did not. What are your thoughts on the rule passing?
We're happy about it.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
We were ready to go either way, Sam. So, you know, it's with it not passing, and that means I don't have to fly around the country and have camps. So that means that people can still come to our camp, and we can stay here and sleep in our own beds at night. How about that? Instead of going coast to coast in the month of June. So, you know, it's okay. You know, recruiting's recruiting. We like recruiting. We're always, you know, events like this, but, you know, at a certain point, you got to be able to draw a line somewhere. And obviously for us, you know, having guys on campus here is more important than us flying around all over the country, just shaking hands and just getting to know somebody and working them out for a day.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks.